Setting up comments, usual. All right, let's get to it. Let's create head color. Hey IDK, cellulitis time. Time for cellulitis. Hope you guys are ready. Guess I'm not. No one's ever ready for cellulitis time. every time I think, yeah, okay, this is ready to export, you do some more surface detailing. If that's how it goes. The more surface detail, the better the procedural materials look. Is the procedural materials pick up on all the surface detail, and then it like translates it into color, texture, etc. The fly on my screen. Gross. I squashed it. Now there's bug guts all over the monitor. I'm thinking it would be great if I can get all the detailing done the next 2 hours. Then we can move on to retopology. Uh, Either start working on retopology this stream or move on to it next stream. It would be nice to get onto retopology. Not that there's like a deadline feature or anything. It's just that I getting kind of bored of working on this guy. I want to work on a new creature. Like the designing part is really the most fun part about making a 3D model. Hey Madari, welcome back to the stream. How's your Wednesday treating you? Yep. Hopefully we can get the finishing touches done today. I was thinking about doing some retopology, like either starting the retopology or starting it next stream. It's Wednesday for me. That's because it's like uh it's 12:30 here, so it just turned Wednesday for me. I bet like everyone else is like, oh, what? Wednesday? Till Tuesday for most of everyone watching the stream. Beth is a time traveler. Just wait until you have to like do work for people in New Zealand. Like the people in New Zealand are like time travelers to me. Like they're way ahead of everyone else. Your time zone is best time zone because it's Maddox time zone. That because updates take forever, or is it because you're in Italy? I guess both make sense. Like in Italy, time feels a bit slower, more relaxed there. Oh, cool. Are you working on the left shoulder now? I'm working on the. Depends on where you're looking at it. I am working on the right shoulder from the creature's perspective. But yes, the left shoulder if you're looking at the creature from front. Italy is awesome. If like no one's been to Italy here before, like you guys should go to Italy. Like from an American's perspective, like the cheese and the meats in the grocery store are insane. They're so good compared to what we have, or at least I remember what we have in the States because I haven't been back in 6 years. Like you can buy a massive block of Parmesan cheese for just like a couple of euro. It's like not even over 10 euro or something. It's like extremely uh, well within budget. Buy a big hunk of Parmesan. And like you can buy a massive block of like sausage cheese or and what is it called? It's like a kind of like processed meat, but it's really high quality processed meat. But yeah, you can just buy a chunk of that. Like the food quality is just so much higher. I mean, you can find like in the US there's always these small artisanal cheeses, artisanal beers. So there is like high quality stuff in the US, but it's expensive and it's hard to find. And it's usually just like a tiny company making making this stuff. So you don't get like a large wall full of just like really high quality stuff that everyone just buys regularly. Yeah, you guys have actual food in Europe. definitely healthier than American food. It's like it's processed in a way that doesn't kill you. I thought it was funny how okay, so I went to what what is that former capital of Italy. What it's called. But yeah, I went to a city in Europe, in Italy. Went to the city in Italy, and their McDonald's was hidden behind. It was like so hard to find their McDonald's, but my girlfriend who likes like McDonald's fries for whatever, for who knows what reason, she likes McDonald's fries. So we had to go visit the McDonald's. But it was really well hidden. We actually had to go look around, like ask people to see where the McDonald's is. I thought it was pretty funny. I've been eating like too much oh, former capital like balls. Let me go look it up. Uh called Torino or Turin. I think Italians use Torino. Uh in English is Turin. Città di Torino, the city of Turin. Yeah, I went there because there's the Italian Royal Armory is there. Royal Armories of Italy. I sure like I I might be wrong. I might be wrong because I'm not sure. Maybe I have my facts wrong. I'm American and like all Americans are bad with geography. That's just how uh Americans are. Go away, Smoils. We don't like you here. Yeah, I thought like that was like kind of a fact that stuck with me because they have this in Torino there was this. Well, there still is, of course. Like the Capitol building there, like a palace, and then the museum, of course. Yeah, that's where I went. Very awesome place to visit. Too many capitals. Let's just have one. Netmeyers, you've never been out of the U.S.? My girlfriend's here. She's like stalking chat, seeing what you guys are saying. You should go travel, man. Not during Corona. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff outside of the US. But yeah, there's also a lot of cool stuff in the US. You'll get like you'll gain a better appreciation for both things in the US and things outside of the US. Yes, best time to travel now. Exactly, best time to travel. Jeff Bennett, whatever that is. I think she told you to shut up. Italy has been my language goal, but I'm not sure how to tackle it. Yeah, I have no idea how to tackle it either. But I mean, there's probably Italian, there's probably some English words with Italian roots, right? Like in English, we use Italian words all the time, like spaghetti, fettuccine, Mario. It's actually really easy. Like spoken Italian, it's pretty easy. Like you can just read it and then you can just like say it. It's very phonetic. It's a very phonetic language. So I didn't have too hard of a time to just get around Italy just by uh, well, a lot of Italians know English. Actually, like I think most Italians know English, if not everyone. So it's a lot easier to get around Italy when everyone knows English. Uh, but but yeah, you can read things and you can sometimes actually see like the roots of English words in like in a menu or something. So like yeah, you'll just see like very interesting similarities between the two languages. Italian is simple, just use both hands. It's really Italian is difficult if your collarbone is broken. That's why Maddock was speaking in English instead of Italian, but he still used both hands. Just speak in food and hand symbols. Exactly. You know what they say, like food food is the heart of culture, so it makes sense that he just speak in food and use sign language. You should be able to get around pretty easily. Latvian culture potato. Oh, did I tell you about the time when I was in Italy? I was like walking down the street with my girlfriend, and there's this car that was like kind of swerving a bit, and it seems like we heard like this loud bang, and like one of its one of the tires fell off, and it was just like driving towards us. and well, it wasn't driving towards us. He was going pretty slow, so the tire fell off, and then he's just like he swerved towards the curb, and then crashed into a car right in front of us. That was that was an interesting day. Was it the same GF? No, it was my Italian girlfriend, but don't tell my Malaysian girlfriend. And the driver's Maddox. No, it's this older guy. Like the moment they crashed, I wanted to go check the car to see if he was okay, and he did seem to be okay. He got out of the car and stuff, and then everyone, like other people came to go help him out. So yeah, I didn't know Italian, so I thought it'd be best to just stay out of it. There's like so many other people around too, so it's all good. It's all good. No one was hurt. So I just wanted to steal the stereo. Did I meet Medak IRL? No. I mean, I guess I could have had like the chance to, but Siena is surprisingly out of the way, and I only had like a month. I only stayed a month in Italy, so I wanted to spend all that time like uh checking out the armors and stuff. I don't know. Also, at the time, I was a bit new to bare metal, so I was like, I asked them if I should go visit them in person. Like, what am I gonna do? Chill out at their house and drink wine, play video games? Actually, sounds pretty awesome to be honest. But nah, maybe next time. I think it's because like the entire team is just all introverts, so we just end up respecting everyone else's time. That includes not really getting together. You live in Antarctica? I thought you lived in Latvia. I literally find the car route to go to Siena and visit Madoc. Wow. Wait, you met up with Madoc in person? That's cool. Tato Land. What is Tato Land? Also, I wasn't prepared for how hot Italy was. Like Italy was really hot. I think it was in the middle of a heat wave or something. But it's like it's a dry hot. Like in Malaysia, it's a humid hot. I think Malaysia is actually cooler than Italy, except that it's just more humid here, so it feels hotter. And What? Yeah, Italy is at least where I went. Yeah, I don't know. I figured like most of Italy is hot. I mean, we arrived in the middle of a heat wave, so maybe it's not normally that hot. And we stayed at an Airbnb without air conditioning. I didn't look at the Airbnb listing carefully enough to realize there wasn't air conditioning. They're like it's like in this tiny Airbnb with no air conditioning. You're joking. Ah. The trick is to just take a lot of showers. That's how to that's how you survive a heat wave. You just like sit in the bathroom with like the cold water running. Airbnb is okay, but you gotta be careful. There's a lot of really sketchy listings on Airbnb. Like I had a lot of stuff stolen in one of my Airbnbs. The rough the rough month. Had like 750 uh dollars stolen off of a desk. My girlfriend had her MacBook Pro stolen, as well as a brand new camera. But other than that, Airbnb is okay. I'm glad I got all my traveling done before COVID. That's all I'm happy about. Yeah, criminals are the worst. Like, who just goes into someone's place and just takes their stuff? Just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, it's like partly on me too. I should have been more careful. Wait, why would she find and kill you? I don't think you're worthy. You're not worthy of the effort of finding and killing you. It's okay, if she wanted to find and kill you, well, you're just have to accept your fate. That's all you can really do. Stop right there, criminal scum. You're under arrest. Pay the courts a fine or serve your sentence. That's all I can remember off the top of my head. I'm sure there's more. Nerd? How dare you? Honor among thieves is for uh, like the sweatiest of the sweatiest neckbeards. It's like honor among thieves is like the is like what I imagine like people who like katanas, like katana otakus are also like the honor among thieves thing. Honor among thieves trope. They're the type to get like in real life. So in real life, they're the type who'd get like two kitchen knives, and then they'd like cross their arms, like over their chest, kind of like in like a mummy pose or something, and they'd be like honor among thieves, and then yeah, you guys get the idea. That's what I imagine whenever I hear honor among thieves. I think about like uh some really sad introvert, like with like two kitchen knives or maybe like a fork and a spoon, and just like crossing their arms, and they're like, yeah, honor among thieves. Wakanda forever. Exactly. Actually, Wakanda forever, I think it's pretty cool. I actually like that. It's actually pretty badass saying. Wakanda forever. Akuma Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Only one group of hooded individuals come to mind in the US. That's one thing. Okay, so in the US, we actually do have something that Europeans don't get, and that is our own reality TV show. Except it's actually reality. It's, it's like a reality show that is broadcasted onto TV. That's even better than your standard reality show. Like it's actually pretty fun because it's also like a learning experience too. I never knew I would learn so much about guns until like riots start breaking out, and I'm like, oh shit, did I buy a gun? Yeah, fun times. It's like the beginning of Fallout 4, except in reality. after I played Destiny 2, all other games and other video games have been annoying for me. Like Destiny 2 really has their gunplay down. So it's a bit like the Exanima of FPS games. But I haven't played Tarkov yet, so I guess maybe Tarkov would be better for like a gunplay experience. You guys know what the strongest stopping power uh, is? Stop sign. Stop signs have the highest stopping power of all firearms. Destiny 2 felt really muddy for you? Liked Halo better? I haven't really played the Halo series because I'm a PC player. But I know they have it out on Steam now, so I might check it out. Yeah, I do like scout rifles though. Like scout rifles are pretty fun. I think the reason why they feel kind of muddy is that scout rifles don't really do a lot of damage in Destiny 2. Like compared to hand cannons, like scout rifles are just outclassed. Unless you like build specifically for them and you're like really well trained in scout rifles. But yeah, for Destiny 2, I was mostly a bow user. I was one of those filthy bow mains. I feel like if they up the scout rifle damage, I think it would be an OP weapon because like it has all the traits to be a really powerful weapon. Like you have like a lightweight frame, so you can sprint faster, right? You have really quick scopes. You can the range is like perfect for all map types. You can snipe with it, you can shoot close range with it, so it's like a super versatile weapon. Um, so if they increase the damage on that, then I think it would outclass all other weapons, all other weapon types. Bows are more satisfying than guns in general. Yeah, plus they do so much damage. Like bows, I think in Destiny 2, I was hitting like 155 or something with every hit. So what I do is like I shoot them once, and dude, what's my bow called? It's like Widowmaker or something. It's like that legendary bow that does poison damage. But yeah, you shoot them once and then you throw a homing grenade at them. So like one more tick of damage and they're dead. So it's basically a guaranteed kill. Um, pretty fun. Fun times. I'm waiting for the time where there isn't any more cheating in Destiny 2, and then I'll return to the game and see how things go there. But the cheating and the sunsetting really took a lot of the fun out of the game. Is Destiny 2 single player worth it? Uh, no, not really. It's not really worth it. Like you're gonna run into a lot of content that is too hard for single player. It is definitely a multiplayer focused game. Yeah, I just can't get back into Destiny 2 because of PvP cheating. All the cheating in PvP is really awful. And the sun setting too, but on a lesser extent. Mainly because I use a legendary weapon as my primary, so it doesn't affect me as much as other people. What MR am I in Warframe? I am Mastery rank 25. I haven't played Warframe in forever though. I think I like log in once in a blue moon and just to check how things are. But I'm not really interested in Heart of Deimos. It just looks like another buggy, unoptimized Plains of Eidolon. How do people grind weapons so fast? What you do is you get Volt or Saren. You just equip all the shitty low rank weapons you have, and then you spam Volts 4. You max Volt for range and duration. You have discharge at 8 seconds, and then you just like put everything else in range and efficiency, and then it just clears the map. You don't even have to shoot guns in that game. You just press one button and everything dies. That's how you get to high mastery rank. And just like craft a bunch of weapons at the same time. Like always have a bunch of weapons that are crafting. But really, it's really hard to see like a future in that game. So I don't know. I don't know. They don't really go back and fix things. They just make new stuff. Like Path of Exile sort of has the same problem too, where they don't go back and actually polish the stuff that they made. They just make new stuff. And then eventually players just get sick and tired of all the bugs and they slowly leave. And then it's harder to find new players. Yeah, my Volt can kill Grineers up to level 80. So I can do like sorties no problem. I just spam 4, everything dies. There is no challenge in that game, but it is really satisfying just like destroying everything with Volt. It's probably not too satisfying for your teammates though, because they don't have anything to shoot at. Okay, this nerd talk is games. Well, what do you want to talk about? You don't like Warframe. You want to play GTA 4 in VR? You can just do that in real life, can't you? Just like pretend you're playing GTA and go out and drive people over with a motorcycle. Also, one thing about Warframe that I don't like is like Lotus has been gone. We've been like using virtual Lotus for like 4 years now. It's pretty nuts. And like after the War Within questline, like the writing doesn't seem to be as good as it used to be. I don't know. Like something's missing. There's like 2 really good campaigns and now it's like everything else is kind of mediocre after that. But I do recommend like for like new players, you like at least play through most of the quests. it is a fun experience. You've had Ortis muted for 4 years? I can actually handle Ortis, but I can't handle the new Nightwave stuff. That's one of the reasons why I left. I don't know, something about like Nora Knight just does not fit Warframe. At least like the Warframe I used to play. Like who's this random person just barging in on my comms? Like I don't even know this person and she's like talking, being all sassy to me. Like I'm like a demon god of of the of space and time. And she's like, "Well, hey there, dreamers. I know you, you know me. Let's go do some dailies." Like, what the fuck? Who are you? Like, where are you? Who are you? What are you doing in my ship? I know, right? Like, she acts like she's known you forever. I'm like, no, I don't know this person. Also, like the fact that like little kids are controlling the warframes, that kind of put me off. I thought I was like some sort of void demon, not some uh like what 11-year-old kid or something. And then they have you like buy cosmetics for your kid too. It's like you have an adopted son. Adopted son or daughter just like piloting your massive death machines. So yeah, I'm like, okay. It seems like they're running out of good ideas in this game. It's probably time to move on. I feel like if they took a break from like making new stuff and just went back and just overhauled all their old stuff. I know it costs a lot to overhaul things, but they really need to keep up with the times. Like upgrade all the stuff that they have. Like still to this day, like everyone's just playing in like the same old levels, and all the AI is still all the same. And the lighting and the materials and all that stuff really need work. I know they've done like some stuff, but it's not enough. They gotta do more. I can't remember, was the old star chart before or after uh was it around during like Plains of Eidolon? Because that's roughly around the time I joined. I joined a few months before Plains of Eidolon was released. Yeah, I'm not sure if I remember seeing like an older version of the star chart. So that must have been before my time. Wow, that's way old. Warframe released in like 2003, didn't it? 2013 or 2012. I'm not sure, one or the other. Pretty sure 2013. Yeah, there's this one point where I was just like farming MR. Like I know it's fun to get like the the weapons you'll use for a lifetime and just keep using those. But I figured I might as well just put all that time into making my Warframe really good. So I just main Volt. I just press 4 to win. Everything dies. You just press 4, everything dies, and then you get all of the goodies, all of the experience. I got a pretty cool ribbon for my what is it called? I totally forgot what it's called. It's like a one of the faction pistols. But yeah, it just shoots really fast now. It's like a machine gun. Like a machine gun if it had 20 barrels. Just empties the clip in no time at all. But I'm not too big on ribbon farming. I just usually get like a ribbon and I just re-roll it once or twice. And then if it's bad, I just get rid of it. My primary focus is finding different kinds of nuke frames. Like, a lot of the warframes have potential to kill massive amounts of enemies with the press of a button. So I've just what occupied me for a while when I was still playing the game was just looking for ways to cheese the system and just like kill as many enemies as I could with the warframe abilities. Like I feel like warframe abilities trumps everything. It trumps weapons. It trumps ribbon systems. If they ever nuke, not nuke, I mean, if they ever nerf Volt, I have a few other backup, backup warframes for the sole purpose of nuking. There are a whole lot of sci-fi hack and slashes, are there? Like imagine if there's a Diablo except it was sci-fi. I can't really think of one. True, but I feel like Warhammer is more like fantasy than sci-fi. Like it feels more like a fantasy game than actual sci-fi. I guess we're getting Cyberpunk pretty soon. That could be an interesting hack and slash. But it's not really a hack and slash though, is it? It's gonna be more like an RPG. I guess there would be hack and slash elements to it. Yeah, I'm a bit worried for Cyberpunk too. I'm worried it's gonna turn out like Fallout 76. That would really suck. Because I do want to have a game that I can play, but it's just like lately I've been finding that making games is more fun than playing them, which is kind of counterintuitive because like games are designed to be entertaining. At least they're supposed to be. I feel like Cyberpunk will have a rocky start, but eventually it'll be a good game. I think that's what's going to happen. There's going to be a few major bugs in the beginning, but I think people will like it in the end. You can generally tell if a game is going to be good by like how polished the art is. If the art looks like really well polished, it's a pretty good bet that the game's going to be polished too. And not just like good looking cinematics. I don't mean that, but like in-game gameplay. If it looks polished, then it probably is. But I guess that goes without saying. It really does feel that way, doesn't it? Like Maddock has worked really hard on making some pretty impressive tech. I feel like Maddock's going to be one of those big name game developers in the coming future. I wonder why that is. I wonder why the video game industry has stopped being as innovative as it could be. Maybe I was I actually was thinking like maybe the video game industry is innovative, except that we just don't hear about it. Because before I joined Bare Metal, I never heard about Exanima at all. Like that went completely under the radar for me. So maybe there are like a few innovative indie games out there but we just haven't heard of them at all. There's a drought for physics-based games. Yeah, it's tough making physics-based games. I can understand why. uh, Adon, welcome to the stream. Here's the full monster. It's pretty much the same as before, except that it just has more detail. I'm just sharpening everything up. Should be done soon actually. I have this leg, then I'll have to finish this leg and then this arm. And then probably do some more with the forearms and then the head. So pretty much everything needs a once over. AAA devs are trying to make one size fit all games. I noticed that like everyone's copying the mobile trend. Like if you look carefully, like everything's like going towards mobile. Like instead of PC games innovating and influencing mobile games, it's mobile games influencing PC games, which is annoying. Red eyes. Yeah, I'm just like playing around with the different materials for the eyes. It's not. I don't know if it's gonna be red in game. Who knows? Like all the texturing is up for grabs. It could be red eyes. It could be blue eyes. It could be purple eyes. But it's probably gonna be like black beady eyes, like the ones you see on the ghouls. I assume that's what that would. Oh my god, tongue tied. I assume that's the color it's going to be. Weird, I get tongue tied a lot when I have headphones on. Give that handsome boy some nice hazel eyes. Now we're talking. I always wish I had like lighter brown eyes. Like Asians usually have like super dark brown eyes to the point where you think they're like black eyes. So it's kind of hard to see a Chinese person's pupils because it kind of camouflages itself in the iris. I just thought like a lighter brown would be cool. Maybe become a game hipster. Man, maybe we should just make better games. Then you don't have to be a game hipster. Wouldn't that be great? Like I get that like old games are good and all, but man, it would be really nice if we had better games coming out. It's true, older games do have better mechanics. Like what is a newer game that has better mechanics? Like newer games have improved visually. Uh, they've improved on many other areas, except for mechanics and storytelling, and all of the stuff that makes up the heart of a game. Everything feels so shallow and like a slog to play. Like, have you guys played like Knights of the Old Republic? That was a really good RPG. Like, why can't there be more writing like that? That was a good, like finding out that you're Darth Revan in the end. Sorry for like spoilers for people who haven't played Knights of the Old Republic yet. But yeah, that was really fun. Fun game. And like everyone's still using all of the all of the action RPGs are still using like Diablo 2's formula or Diablo 1's formula even, just like kill stuff, get loot. Like they haven't really innovated too much on that. And I feel like they should. Adon, hopefully that's the intention. You guys remember when World of Warcraft had 15 million concurrent subscribers? Like why don't we have an MMO that has 15 million concurrent subscribers today? It's because like everything is just so watered down and so cash grabby. Like people in the MMO industry don't really care about building communities anymore, which is why you get 15 million subscribers because people like to hang out with their friends even if the game is garbage. Like people enjoy hanging out with the friends they've met online and like the people they come across in their travels. Even WoW is garbage today. Yes, exactly. They have to bring back 15-year-old content just to keep people playing the game. It's so frustrating as a former WoW player. Like if I were a game developer working at Blizzard, I would feel really bad that I had to bring back like old content because the new stuff is so bad that players don't want to play it. They'd rather play the old stuff. That means you have 15 years worth of garbage that you've made. The Elder Scrolls Online has some interesting like environments and stuff, and I do like the fact that they do have like all voice acted. That's quite an achievement, but you still get this hollow feeling when playing it. It doesn't have a heart. It suffers like the same lack of core feels that you get when playing a true MMO. And we haven't had a true MMO since like Ultima and vanilla World of Warcraft. What am I going to do after this monster? I have no idea. I'm gonna ask Maddock, see if there's anything else he wants me to do. That's what I'll do. Oof, that's a lot of responsibility. Being the spearhead of the industry. Now, there's gotta be like better games coming out. There's just gotta be. There's like games coming out all the time. It's just really hard to find them. Um, but yeah, I haven't played anything recently. Like the most recent game I've played is Morrowind, and I don't really play Morrowind anymore. It's mostly just modding for me. Then I'm just doing Unreal Engine stuff. Is why mod when you can just make a game yourself? Morrowind is having a really good remake, by the way. Uh, which one? It has like multiple remakes. Skywind? All right. I haven't checked into that project. I've heard about it. I haven't checked in on it. Monster Hunter is interesting. Like I feel like it's a really fun game, but once you reach endgame, there's not much you can do. I guess maybe that's a sign of a good game, like finish the game. Congratulations, right? Maybe we're like all conditioned to demand an end game. Also, is there a transmog system in Monster Hunter yet? I heard that they're maybe working on one, or maybe I'm wrong. There's a transmog system in Monster Hunter. I might go back for that. Yeah, some of the armors are really good stat-wise, but they don't really match the rest of the gear that I'm wearing. So it's either look cool or look stupid, but have good stats. Like a transmog system, basically where you can swap out the 3D model for armor. Oops, wrong brush. To say you're like wearing I forgot all the armor names. Like say you're wearing like a T-Rex hat, but say you want a Triceratops hat, so you just like put a Triceratops hat over your T-Rex hat. That's that's basically what transmog is. Yeah, of course. Like, what else are you gonna wear to gold share in? Like, you need to have the right the right revealing outfit for your ERPG in gold share. You just gem and talisman your more nicer looking armors. What's that dragon that lives in the lives in like the fleshy decay area? There's like this undead dragon. I really like the armor set that guy has. One of the nicer looking sets game, I think. It gives you like regen health or something. I think the dragon's name was like Ralikesh or something like that. Not Odo or Odo Argon or whatever. Not that guy. That guy's the wolf looking creature, right? The red doggo. Yeah, Xenojiva. No, wait, not Xenojiva. It's like the undead dragon dude that lurks in the swamp. He breathes out like caustic air. That's Xenojiva? I thought Xenojiva was like the alien looking dragon. Yeah, the elder one. That guy's Xeno'jiiva? I thought Xeno'jiiva was the name of... Yeah, Valhazak, that's the guy. Valhazak. His armor set is one of the best looking armor sets that I've seen in that game. Granted, I haven't played Frostborn yet. Whatever. Call it Frostborn. Man, I haven't kept up with Monster Hunter in like a few years. I'm really out of the loop. Chat is just delayed. Yeah. I think my favorite setup was Warhorn and Valhazak armor. I tried to like bump up my health regen by as high as it could go. Just because I was like tired of getting hit and then dying. I was like, maybe I can make a regen build. Just regen all the damage. Not sure if we can finish this in 2 hours. There's still a decent amount to go over. Maybe we'll finish it next stream though. We'll definitely finish it next stream. Got like so much done today. It might not look like much. The polishing phase really takes a long time. Yeah, just gotta get all the details on point. Imagine animating Monster Hunter monsters in Exanima. That would be rough. Usually Matic trusts me with my designs. I do send him screenshots every now and then just to make sure that I'm on the right track. But yeah, I mean, like, there isn't really so much of a approval system in a 7-man team. 6-man, 1-woman team. Well, I mean, if like Matic actually had like anything to say, he could just like, I do upload these streams, so he can just uh speed through the streams and then really see everything really. I mean, he said yes to the flail and the shield, and the only thing he didn't like was the extra dude that I made hanging out of the back. So we just got rid of that, and that was fine. Yeah, you guys are better at coming up with names than I am. I think we had like fetus flail dude or like finger man. You guys as a community will have to decide what it's called. That's right, we're having heels. This is Fashionima after all. Oof. Okay, well, I think we've reached the end of the stream for today. Getting a bit sleepy. Yeah, we'll continue tomorrow as usual. Get the rest of the detailing done. There's only a little bit left to do, and then I think most of next stream will be retopology actually. Like I just have to get the rest of the legs done, the hands healed. The head is good for now. It just needs a bit of a touch up just to bring out the details, make them a bit sharper. Might give this guy a tongue too. The fetus flail. He needs a tongue. Let me just borrow this tongue here. That. That over. Rotate. And voila, he has a tongue. Bit wider. Be a bit thicker too. Ah! Be a bit thicker still. Oh, that's good. That's okay for now. Yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.